Oh, James.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hello and welcome to DevCast Ops. As always, we seem to have a myriad of fun when we're setting these up, so please excuse our tardiness this evening. My name is Barnaby, and tonight I'll be joined by James and Wale, and we are picking up from where we left off last week. If you miss any of these, you can catch them on our YouTube channel. The last one stays on Twitch for a week, so you can watch that one there, and then we try and post them kind of as they drop off. So if you want to see further back to how we got there, that's where to find them. And yeah, I think, we had Docker installed, but we didn't have the CSI working, was kind of where we left this off.
yeah, I think we spent the whole last week debugging random Docker issues, which was fun.
I feel like
it ended up being we're running the wrong version of Ubuntu. It's fine.
I thought we were playing the blaming game.
We're not blaming a person. We're just exposing why something happened.
Yeah, blaming docs for using the older version of things.
I have no idea who set up those images originally.
So to start with, so I suppose I've got the client. As it turns off at 9 o'clock every day, I've got it back up to where we finished last week. So we've got Docker up, we've got Java up, raw exec. Who cares about Cram?
Grab the screen quickly. It's not
Which one?
The screen's not in the scene.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I thought the screen was in the thing.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's all the fiddling in the background.
So we've got Docker, Java, exec, raw exec. Someday we'll get Chrome set up.
It's just the completion.
Or have one like this that sets Chrome up for us. Like we can kind of just like have it set up by default, or we'll have a script if we need it. We can just click a button and it runs.
I just want all the boxes to be green. I wonder if that's why the Minecraft thing didn't work the other day, because one of them had taken up a little bit of the memory, like the Docker daemon or something.
Yeah, it's probably Docker. I don't know who would run Docker, but it's fine. It's fine. So the next step is we've got this file we wrote last time that was erroring for some reason. And we are going to run it and see what happens. I cannot remember in what state, other than Docker wasn't running. Nomad job, CSI plugin.
Run.
I just ran this command 3 times, and now I forget it.
It's the live demo aspect. You always stop typing different.
Docker container exited with non-zero code 255. Why?
I hope the setup is fine now. Just have to check everything else.
So just do we get any more no logs at all?
Oh, failed to get cloud provider. Google getting credits using Google open file name too long. Yes,
I remember that now.
This needs to be saved as a file, and then this needs to be saved as a file. This is the location to the file.
Yeah, we stopped doing that. Yes, we stopped doing this because we're going to expose credentials if we're not careful.
Okay. I remember we ran out of time.
We did run out of time.
Yeah. So do you want me to upload the file somewhere?
No, I'm going to use Nomad to generate the file, and then I'm going to tell it to use the file.
You mean to use the content of that into the file?
Yeah, so I can do... what is Nomad? Yeah, so I can just go GCP creds. Sure. And then I can just do that.
Do we need... surely we don't need the width around it anymore on the top one.
So I suppose with this block, it means if this variable wasn't set, it wouldn't include this line.
Yeah,
Maybe.
fair enough.
No, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think that's how it works.
Normally, the with credentials blocks just insert credentials where they're templated in, but I haven't messed too much with Nomad templating. Is it? I assume it's probably the same as console templating, which they seem to use for everything else.
No file directory.
No such file.
Do you need to do them in the other order?
Maybe, but I would assume that the templating will happens, and then after the templating happens is when this then runs, which is then what cares about it.
Yeah.
Also, are these in? No, they must be inside Docker. Failed to get such file directory. In the in Minecraft, do we do? I just hope I don't have to do that. No, to do this, I do slash. I'm gonna do slash local, just in case for whatever reason we're not allowed to actually store anything on the root.
I wonder if you just didn't have the slash, where they just do a relative path.
Invalid character E.
Where is the Eve coming from?
Failed to get cloud provider Google error getting credentials using Google environment variable invalid file E looking at the beginning value. The variable you've set, does that start with an E? Is it? It's not. Is it? This needs to be the full JSON body, which we didn't pass in, or did you base 64 it, which it doesn't want?
I think we base 64'd it. What I remember.
Can you set this?
No, I did. I mean, in terms of setting the variables, hold on, let me quickly go on to Nomad.
So I think it wants the JSON block, not the base 64 version. And I think we loaded in the base 64 version.
No, I don't think so. I think, yes, actually, yeah. Let me grab the actual file. Hold on. Accept this first. Oh.
Yeah, because it makes sense. It makes sense that you'd base 64 if you're passing through to an environment variable, but it's just loading a file, so it makes sense that it'll be the full JSON that it wants. If the JSON is too complicated, we could probably build it here. Oh,
Much.
Yeah, we could probably build the JSON here if that would be simpler than if there's issues with loading the file like you're going to do.
You're going to start doing what is it? Do we do it here with Ansible? No, I think it's our version of Ansible. We don't have to do it with, but have a funny thing with like Ansible on client side where because it's quite an old version, you can't decrypt base 64 as you copy content, like paste content. So we write the workaround is you write a file with the base 64 encoded data, and then your next plate reads that and decrypts it into another file.
Yeah, we could definitely do that, but I really don't want to. Like, you could do a pre-step that does that. I don't want to. We should just be able to play with the raw data or have build this templating. So like whatever the templating is, just write it here and then just pull through the sequence.
Tell me real quick.
Have you seen any other? I guess we use templating in the other jobs, but have you got any other experience with pulling secrets or variables from the central Nomad platform before?
No. This is the first time I've used variables in Nomad.
Because it integrates with Vault, doesn't it, quite neatly? So in theory, I guess we could pull these directly from Vault if we
So
link everything together.
This would end up being a path in Vault, I think.
Also, we might now run into the issue where I was saying before where we need to remove the special white spaces and all that stuff from the file. Because
I hope not.
I'm about to copy the file as it is now, right? Oh, into variables. There we go. Nomad jobs. Yeah.
Do you know if GCP, if it's a JSON, it shouldn't care about white space?
We will see. All right. Okay, so in Terraform, when you're putting like a JSON stuff into variables, you can select what it is, as in like you can select that. So Terraform knows to expect special characters, but with this one, I'm copying with special characters and spacing. I've saved it anyways. So you
this,
can try.
yes, this doesn't. So Terraform does that because you can have environment variables, and environment variables are very particular in how they're set.
Yep.
Um,
Exactly. But yeah, anyways, let's see here. Check out. Let me know how it goes.
so this plugin did not become healthy before configured. Plugin fade. So that worked.
It worked? Okay, I'm not looking.
But there is no such directory. It's complaining about the CSI sock doesn't exist, I think. Opt, Nomad data client, CSI plugins, CSI sock doesn't exist.
Is there a way we can go into that? Can we log in?
Is that something we need to configure in the client thing?
I can't read that.
Template failed to read environment variables, error passing. What? We got 2 different errors.
Could you read them out, please? Because I can't.
Yeah,
can't read.
that window a little bit bigger.
No, it's not even the size. It's just blurry for me, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, yeah. So plugin became unhealthy. CSI plugin pro failed. Error connecting to RPC socket. Failed to start socket stat. Opt Nomad data. CSI sock. No such file directory. But then CSI plugin did not become healthy before configured. Dating timeout. And then we got a template failed to read environment variables. Error passing env template. The GCP creds vars, which is the file we've done. Error line 1 key must start with A to Z, even though earlier we got an error saying it started with E.
I think that was Google trying to read the file. So I'm guessing Google wants a JSON, but Nomad maybe wants a letter string.
Can you give me? So the first time it ran, it said about, oh yes, this was a Google error. Google error getting creds using the environment variable invalid character E, looking for beginning of value.
Funny enough, the thing starts with curly brackets, so I don't know where it's.
Well, the JSON starts curly brackets. That was this issue, which is a killing issue. Built-in environment variables, error passing template. Line 1. Key must start with.
Okay, can see the file right now? This job are we able to actually log into it, the box, to just check it out?
If it's failing in the templating state, no.
So nothing is okay.
Because it essentially the job's not running.
Because I would like to see how it's.
So this is the vars file.
Yeah. Okay, let me see if I can open it from my end. All right, give me a second.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not opening that file on stream.
Or share that link with me, please. Thanks. Thank you.
So because we've kind of got two issues now, 2 errors. One of which is the CSI plugin failed. Oh, this is complaining about E. So the invalid character E said there was no sock file, but Google errored. Whereas this one, we had killing, but there's no logs.
I wonder if we'll have to template the file like you suggested, doing it with the JSON formatting with sort of key, and then each variable will be as different for the value. We'll have those in the variables rather than them as single.
Oh, these are the secrets. Reading file pivoted.
Yeah, it could be stuff like the type, the project ID, and then the private key, and all of those different fields we'll probably want to populate with their values.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, what did I miss? I just got kicked out again. Some weird reason.
So it's failing with it fails to template when it tries to pass the whole JSON, or fails with Google when it tries to read the base 64.
Oh, it's
encoding.
Error to fail. Template failed to read environment variables. So it's the templating failed to this. Key must start with it. So it's saying this needs to start with A to Z. Oh, this is an Ansible issue. This is that. Like Ansible, you can't start with Curly Bucket.
Ah. Well, easy fix, maybe.
Let's see. Okay. I hope so. So does that mean maybe we could go back to the basics?
No, so key must start with A to Z, but found. So it is this issue. The issue is the Nomad vars. It needs to start with A to Z. It doesn't like me loading just a variable into a file. I suppose the question is there a way of loading a variable just into a file?
It seems crazy that there wouldn't be.
Can we? Okay, so can we set environment variable? So set the GCP cred as environment variable.
Yeah, so we're doing that, but this template isn't being generated correctly.
Yeah. So what I was trying to get at is because it's set as an environment variable, so then we can use that EOF command to grab environment variable instead of using the you use Nomad variable in there, right? The .google on line 12.
Yeah.
So
this is failing to load in. This doesn't like just being passed in as this.
Yeah.
But I don't know how. So if there's a template option, Nomad.
I'm seeing something like a meta block where you can pull things from like a meta thing. So you have, although it doesn't look like that's a fair, it looks like it's more for defining variables inside of the thing.
Okay.
This is what this is a JSON file, isn't it? That it's actually making.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that doesn't matter.
Imagine if it does.
No. Does this mean I can't just? You can't just load in a JSON file normally.
In what sense? What if you just hard coded one?
Yeah, because this is complaining about that. Oh, it's because I copied and pasted it. It's trying to be. It's trying to. I'm telling it. That line was telling it to be environment variable. And environment variables need to start with.
Such file
Okay.
directory.
Yeah, that makes sense because change it to JSON.
Oh, look at you using sort of correct file extensions.
That looks like it's working.
What does it say? Can you read it out to us? I mean, whatever makes you think it's working.
Well, it says running, and
Making it sound so obvious, but I can't read it.
Standard.
That's what I'm asking.
standard
the green
error was
square.
standard error is saying compute endpoint for V1 versions, compute endpoint for beta versions, compute endpoint for alpha versions, and giving me URLs. Standard out doesn't actually say anything.
That's good.
And if I go into plugins for GCP, I now have unhealthy for controller and node.
Progress.
because we're not using them, which makes sense why they're unhealthy.
I prefer the 100% healthiness if you have zero utilization.
Well, so it's saying controller node
Yes.
0 out of 1. I don't know, this looks like it works. Should we try and spin up a volume?
Yeah.
Should we? I don't know what the best thing to spin up is. Should I just try like Minecraft? Just make a new one?
Yeah, you may as well. Minecraft CSI. Let me see. Let me grab the feed the beast thingy. So if it,
Okay, so next question. How do we mount CSI?
I think it's type instead of volume CSI or type CSI.
Oh, I don't know the facts.
Plugin
That
failed.
failed. It tried. Task successfully killed. Dr. X with 0. So this is complaining about the sock file again. But it's so close. Yeah, like that. That looks correct, but the plugin's not going up. Do we need to set the plugin in the config?
I'd be surprised, but it's worth a check.
Because this error message, it couldn't find. So it's trying to make a file. It's trying to get access to this file.
/ CSI sock.
Or so it's trying to get access to a file called /CSI sock in the root of the pod. we've got a CSI plugin here, which is what this gets created, but it doesn't connect all correct. It doesn't all connect correctly. Yeah, so this this plugin, I think, should mean the controller should be healthy. So the fact it's not healthy means that something's gone wrong. So that hasn't fully worked yet.
I find all my windows to make sure I can read what's going on.
So blurry. I'm checking the logs here as well. You just said something else saying here: compute production and compute endpoint is set to no.
We're in the example block they have for CSI plugins. They have a storage publish base dir as well in the CSI plugin block. I don't know if that.
What was it? Sorry.
A storage dir, stage publish base dir. I'll put it in chat.
You're running it again. And
Do you think we're doing a monolith?
I don't know. I'll see if I can find more information about the plugin block.
It's the issue is we need the Google one, which I've not seen any information about it.
So required blocks are ID and type. And type is node controller monolith. Each plugin supports one or more type. Each Nomad client node where you want to mount a volume will need a node plugin instance. Some plugins will also require one or more controller plugin instance to communicate with the storage provider's API, and some plugins may serve as both a controller and a node at the same time. These are called monolith plugins, referred to your CSI's documentation.
it's still saying no such file or directory. CSI.sock. So are we sure that actually is creating the sock file? That line 31 to 35.
I assume it's not. Local CSI. No. This isn't. I mean, nothing's being created.
Yeah, because the error here is saying that it's not finding it. So, but you were able to create the GCP creds.json file.
Yes, this is the thing that's running needs to be creating this file. Yeah. But I don't. Annoyingly, everything I've seen about this is AWS.
Fun times. Okay. CSI plugins.
CSI. Wait. We're on version 1.13.2. Oh no, this is the GKE thing.
2.2.2. It's dead. There's a new one.
Oh, there's a log to log standout. Okay, yeah. This is plugin. So this says we need a. So this one I'm seeing, there is a way of. There's controller and a node. Oh yeah, it's controller there. Yeah, this is. We are spinning up a controller. It's CSI address, not endpoint.
I was wondering, in our case, it probably would make more sense to be a monolith if it's because we're running it on the client in this particular instance.
Yeah.
When we have a multi-client configuration, then splitting it out to controllers and nodes will make more sense. I guess we can have a node job as well and just run it against this instance, though.
It just depends how. Depends how the client works. Compute endpoint is set. Like, I don't think it's setting. I don't think
Set to
this
nil.
line is working.
Yeah.
Is there a case where we actually have to create the file first?
No.
Like with touch?
No, this will create it as part of what it's doing, though. It's weird. It's not giving me any logs.
What happens if you give args as -- help instead? See if it spits out the config of what it needs.
Yeah, I'm also curious doing it without the V, assuming that's like version, verbosity.
It's an aggressive help.
We just to 0.9. No logs.
It's interesting. It's spat out the exact same thing.
Well, yeah, I kept the controller. I mean, I can try without controller. There we go. You should add logs, attach this back off. So it is. There's a compute endpoint. I don't know what that means.
Wasn't that what it was spitting out previously?
What default user are we using right now, actually? As in to run this? Is it Nomad?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because one of the examples here said that they changed it to root and then it started working.
Yeah, sorry, it should be. I don't know why it's. I've sent you the usage logs if you want to look. Yeah, so this Nomad clients need to be run as root.
Okay. To be honest, all the issues people are having in regards to this has more to do with permission.
I guess one point of note is all of these flags are single dashes. I don't know if that would have been throwing an issue.
Should I try single dash? I'm just gonna expand this thing. Do they have an endpoint one? They do have endpoint. Let's change that to endpoint. Not 11.
Ooh, let's see. It's running.
So saying compute endpoint is set to nil.
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's also a compute endpoint, operating compute environment. I don't know if either of them actually matter.
Nope, still the same. No such file.
But it's interesting because, like, so nothing has changed, even though we've done the single dashes.
If you use the dash compute endpoint and just set it to a random string to see if it will throw a different error to see if these args are actually being passed through
consumed.
correctly.
I mean, we got the help, though that was dash help.
I guess if we're
It's just like verbosity is equal to like v is with number of log level verbosity. Do you think higher or lower will give us more logs? Because this is,
I would assume higher. I don't know what the level of velocity goes to. Dash v's value. Oh yeah, number of log level velocity doesn't say.
Same issue. So compute endpoint didn't do anything. Then I'm going to set you to 1.
Every time you hit run again, I'm trying to read the logs. It just closes them on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I mean, we're not getting any different logs. Is the thing. It's the like I don't really understand. Like, yeah, nothing I'm doing to this args command after controller is working. Oh, is it?
Do you need to run them before?
Yeah, I was just thinking that. PD, GSP, PD, CSI driver. Yeah, I mean, I could try put the controller last. Actually, what if I don't want a controller? I assume it's going to complain at me that it needs a controller. It needs something like controller set. Doesn't care. It's just like, yep. That is very weird. Because when I ran help, when I did dash help it,
It picked that up.
Worked. I'm gonna purge the job and try it again. Sorry, I have killed all of the logs now.
Yeah, I was just trying to get to the top to see if it had an example of the help, to see if it had an example command of how it was run.
Oh, I thought I pasted the entire help in the Discord.
Oh, maybe. I was reading the originals. You managed to purge Wally as well at the same time.
Perfect. Same issue. Okay.
Can we try Podman instead of Docker? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't think we had Podman on the Nomad box. We have Docker as a driver.
Yeah, because I was thinking that might be better.
Okay, I found someone that is suggesting this block as the args block.
Because the example for Podman is different.
Oh, I've got a flag not provided. So flag's a double dash
Okay.
because I've typed in this wrong. Okay, I don't know what's happening. This is now giving me. This is now running my things at least and giving me useful things. So if I try that again, so this is now 2. There we go. Listing for connections and address, name,
CSI sock.
CSI sock. Then if I go storage, plugins, that still says unhealthy.
Oh.
You are running.
I just said yay.
Well, so this says it's running
Yeah.
It may
Listening.
be
with the
that
driver, and now
No,
it's
it's
there.
now failed.
But for the same issue, it can't find the CSI sock. But this is saying CSI sock is /CSI sock. So I don't think we need this line. I don't like how quickly that just ran. Two failed immediately.
No, it's running.
Oh.
It's running.
It's just not.
It didn't pick up immediately.
Yeah, that's weird. So if I go to task, files.
Says
Yeah, I don't
it's
think I
running.
can see files at that level.
Cannot fetch logs. The log for this task are enough to check for what? Why?
Oh, I just got dead.
Did not become healthy. Oh, Docker container exited. Why?
In such file directory.
Oh, same issue.
So the plugin is new.
Do we need that Unix //
Yes.
Because on line 42, I felt like obviously, have we tried that with that? See if it does anything.
Well, so that's saying that it's like that is the connection. I would be shocked if that bit's wrong.
Something. Well, did you just rerun it? Because it's running again.
Nomad will try and rerun.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that. Start
Similar
listening.
to Kubernetes in that regard.
Oh, I see. Listening for connection. /CSI sock.
It seems weird if we'd have to have something that's trying to connect before we have it up. I guess maybe monolith.
Okay, still listening. Failed.
Yeah, because it's saying. Okay, let's turn the batch controller. Let's rerun the job. Let's try and exec into it. Really? LS not found?
Install ls. Oh,
So this has CSI sock
yeah.
at the base. So it is there.
And we can't see who owns the file.
Oh, it's next closed. So I can see. I suppose I can. I suppose I can log into the server. SSH. What's the client's IP? It's what, 10.2.0.7. Yes.
Because you could set up set the DNS for the Minecraft thing.
I have
And
done
just
that
use the
many times. I've done that before. So it's complaining this command isn't working. Permission denied. Sudo su. Okay, that is the issue we're getting. That's the error we're getting. So if I go that. Oh, it's CSI client plugins. So it looks like it's a it's not loading the plugins in because that's the file location.
Where do we
But
mount the plugins? Was that before we try and configure it?
Well, we don't do anything with this directory.
You removed the storage publish base dir, right?
Yes.
Do you want to put that back and see if that would make a difference?
We can try.
Because that one has /local/CSI in it.
That was too quick. It's interesting. It's not saying the. Oh, this issue I keep having. Is there I can like force it to run?
Do we need to install the plugin outside of Nomad?
That's what I thought, but I don't know.
The only tutorial I can find on it is for an LXC task driver, and it looks like it downloads, unzips the plugin, and then moves it to opt Nomad data plugins as that plugin type.
Yeah.
So maybe if we set up an Ansible job or a raw exec job that pulls the plugin and puts it at the expected path, because, well, when you SSH onto the box that in the plugin directory, there wasn't anything there, right?
Oh, this thing's just gone weird. There we go. The plugin directory, so opt Nomad data client CSI. So we've got control. There's stuff in controller.
Is there anything in opt Nomad data plugins on the server?
The server, unlikely.
So I guess where would the plugins need to live? Would they be server side or client side for the interaction?
That is a good question.
Let me have a look deeper into this and see if I can get any more information. External drivers must be placed in the private directory. which defaults to data plugin estimator.
Yeah, it's still Nomad is, even though this is the stage publish data thing, Nomad is still looking in the same location.
In the argument,
Yep.
there is node ID as well. -- node ID. Does that matter? Can we add that?
Into the CSI plugins.
No. In the argument. So
here,
yeah.
This one's fine, and I can see the sock file gets created where it says it is, but
Yeah.
this isn't where Nomad is looking.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
I'm more than happy to set whatever.
it's failing because obviously it's going into some into the plugin folder, and then there's a long ID string as well, right?
Yeah, that's the allocation ID.
Yeah.
But it's not, yeah.
So far, based on this example I'm looking at, we have everything the same minus just the node ID part.
What should node ID be?
That's what I need to find out. Shouldn't that be our... So they have here test, but I don't think it's test. Just give me a second, let's find out which one it is.
I mean, if it can be anything, I'll set it to...
Yeah, try. By process is equal to true.
Node ID doesn't exist.
Yeah, so it has, and there's no way we can find out what node ID.
No, the value node. There is no node ID flag.
Oh, hold on, let me see. -- node ID equal to. Yeah,
It is. It's not available in this GCP provider.
Okay.
This. Oh no, it doesn't matter. They have a volume.hcl. I don't know what that's useful for.
This is what I was looking at. Oh shit, this one as well. That's exactly similar to what we have. The only difference. That's weird. This is so bad.
I just wish there was a little bit more documentation.
Yeah.
There is so much about this thing, just not for GCP.
I wonder, I guess, what else would you implement a CSI driver into? Would it just be a Kubernetes cluster?
Yeah, CSI is by default a Kubernetes thing. This GCP compute disk CSI driver is Kubernetes, is used for Kubernetes. I think Nomad is just jumping off the spec.
I was wondering if there's something else that would pull it that might that would potentially have more documentation than the Nomad stuff, so you could see how to get more information about how the raw driver worked.
And can you scroll to the left in your code again, please? All right, so in argument, no, inside config. I don't know if this will make a massive difference, but after line 36, hit enter and then type in privileged. Nope, that's not how it's written.
I know.
It's Privi.
If you want me to type it, please send it to me.
Legit. Yeah. All right.
Considering this is already meant to be running as root, I'd be surprised if it.
I have no hope, but I just want to try that.
When it doesn't work, sudo.
Maybe. Because look, the example I'm looking at is for AWS.
Docker
Right.
privilege mode is disabled on this Nomad agent. So I need to I need to set the Docker plugin to enable privileged. Docker plugin. Plugin Docker. Oh, that is not what I expected it to look like.
I think you need a config box. You can either have just
Yeah.
two bits. You have args and config. So I think that's another one.
So in the older versions, it's options. In the newer versions, it's enable, which is why I was getting confused because they've actually changed the way they work. That haven't changed all the docs. So it is config, and then it's probably privileged. Equals true. Oh, let's tear down the server and see what happens. There is the config changed.
Well, it's gone all cropped. Still happy?
Yeah, I don't. No. Client's not happy now. I broke Nomad.
Just
Failed to create. No argument or block name privilege.
Interesting.
Failed to create plugin. So because opt data plugins doesn't exist, it won't know. So the other option is it's like that.
Surely that will fail as well if there's no object name privileged.
I've got no idea. The example looks like it's for a version of Nomad that we're not on. Okay, this isn't the correct block. It looks like this. Oh wait, no, that's in the plugin options.
It'd be nicer in the way you get the config to split out the available attributes, because it clearly knows what they are. It just won't spit them out when it's running.
Oh, that looks happy. It's already running the node. New Nomad version. It's 3 mine versions. I love that. Failed stat socket.
Context cancelled. You've got
Refresh plugin process exited. Oh, I didn't realize the logs are coming out here. Not that there's anything useful in here. It's just going to try one again. CSI plugin. Oh, is this? Oh, yeah, type is. Type needs to be system. Let's try that. Because that probably does actually matter. To purge. Toast. This path so matches the container.
I wonder if we could, if it's worthwhile, increasing the verbosity of the logging on the client, so we get a little bit more in them, like the general CTL and stuff like that.
Yes. Do you know off the top of your head how to do that?
No, not off the top of my head. As I was saying, I think I might need to jump off in a minute.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably worth changing soon.
So far, I have not managed to see any example for GCP.
I've found a few Git issues where people are having issues running it, but it's never really been this issue.
Did you see the permission one, right? Like they have.
No, I've seen some that are more than just permissions. Our issue is the plugin file isn't.
Yes.
Wow. Someone's saying I have a similar issue and they solved it by increasing timeout.
Oh, I saw that word, but
I mean, I don't think this will work.
yeah, because ours isn't timing out.
Well, it is. I mean, the error does say failed to get the thing in 30 seconds.
Fair.
Though I don't know if I want something to take 3 minutes to start. Because like this is now up.
So that means we have 3 minutes before it shuts down, just in case.
Task plugin started. Task started by.
So we can check the logs.
You want to exec in? Is that what you want to?
Yeah, while it's still up.
I mean, it's now got the plugin thing.
Is there anything in there?
No, but this is the directory.
I wonder if it finds the mount. What is this? If this is working, what is it trying to do? Will it just is it mounting to something with that CSI plugin, or is it just saying?
So in here, there should be a sock, the CSI sock file. don't understand. Probably it's not being successfully set up. Oh, am I clicking the right one? Oh, yeah, it's just running. It's under files. Yeah, no, I can't see files. I can log into this one. He's got the CSI stock here. I mean, that's the. Is the issue again? Oh, there's just no plugins running now because this one's dead.
I think we might be best going away, doing some proper research to see what this interaction is, and then coming back.
Yeah.
Fresh, because it looks like we're kind of just stuck in a loop where we're messing with timeouts. Don't necessarily know where this is going.
Yeah, I got no idea what's going on. But yeah, no, you're right. We're over time.
So unfortunately, it's not a satisfying ending to the stream this time.
Yeah.
Yes. We'll still say thank you all for watching. You've watched us bang our heads against weird issues. We made a tiny bit of progress, and this week we will go away, have a little read, see if we can find a solution, and hopefully bring you some proper progress next week and close this off, as this was originally meant to be a quick 5-minute thing, as all of our projects seem to start out with, and we delve into the depths. But again, thank you for watching. Give us a follow on Twitch and a like and a subscribe on the YouTubes. And we'll see you all next week.
Bye.
See ya.